first off, the film I thought was fantastic.
Thank you.
You excellently portrayed. Can you tell us a little bit about your character and what it was about Sergeant Halcombe that made you want to play him?
I felt that it was a welcome departure from some of the stylistic approach to film acting I had been doing recently. I was trying to push the boundaries, go outside the box, be more operatic, be more surrealistic, abstract in films like Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, or Drive Angry, horror approach. And then with The Frozen Ground, it was a return to something more minimalistic, more docudrama, more cinema verite. And because it was a true story, there was really no place for me to get surrealistic. I wanted to project something kind of photorealistic. And I was playing a real person in Glenn Floethy, name's Jack Halcombe in the movie. I didn't want to let him down. I saw him as a real hero. I didn't want to let the Alaska State Troopers down. I wanted people to be aware of what they put into this case and how they got this person, Robert Hansen, off the streets and saved those young ladies.
Well, I was going to ask, since it is a true story, how did that influence you? You kind of touched on it, but as far as preparing to play this character?
I knew, I had a series of interviews with Glenn Floethy. I asked him a few questions. I spent about 3 hours with him on the phone. I said, I'm going to make you look good. I'm not going to do anything to take people out of the movie or embarrass you. I want people to realize the effort that you put in and the state troopers put into this case. I asked him one question where I said, did what Robert Hansen, what he did that ever get in your head? Did that ever give you nightmares? Did it ever rattle you? And he was like, no. And the way he said it was, there was so much gravitas and so much just direct kind of response to the question that I knew he was just as scary as Robert Hansen, but on the side of justice, and that this man was the last guy Hansen ever wanted on his case.
And how was it like, what was it like working with both Scott Walker and the other actors in the film?
Scott Walker, to me, was a breath of fresh air. He was so enthusiastic, so devoted, so committed and caring for these victims that I knew I was working with a director that was going to do his very best. Vanessa Hudgens was, I think the word we're using is revelation. I mean, she's so deep, and I don't see any acting. I see this emotional, effortless quality to her in the performance. And John I was just happy I got to work with him again, and he's such a formidable talent, and I only had a couple scenes in Con Air with him, but in this movie, we really got to knock heads, and I'm still amazed at how he's able to just do something with just a look, you know. With just a look, his eyes can convey so much horror.